Okay, the name of my talk today is They Are Mother. They Are Mother is the title of one of the pieces we sang this past weekend at our spring concerts, ones we sang on Mother's Day. The composer of this piece, Jennifer Lucy Cook, says that she wanted to embody the energy of the feminine divine, present in any gender, that is, honoring the creative maternal in all of us. And she uses the non-binary idiom, they are, that has become more common and appropriate in our current cultural moment. At first, I had a hard time with this song. Not only was the music challenging to learn and get right, but also, as an older wordsmith, I am still drawn to the sound of standard English usage, and my ears ping when I hear something different. But by the time we performed it, after hours of repetition and the strong desire to get it right, They Are Mother came to my tongue and my ear easily and with pleasure. Here are the lyrics. What shall I call this force I know? Who do I come to when I wonder? The space that holds me when I'm low, more than a parent, friend, or lover. They are mover, they are maker, they are mother. They are the breath I see in cold, the ready muscle in the sprinter. They are the glitter and the gold, the steady heat lamp in the winter. They nod and know they need nothing. They're God and grow. They bleed blessings. They are solitude. They are multitude. They are gratitude. Laugh lines around the all-seeing eye, and I can lean up into the sky. They are mover. They are maker. They are mother. Here's the bridge now of the song. One of the ways that I've been able to own my experience over this past year is by gradually living into being a person with cancer. Through these months of struggle, I have come to acknowledge and accept that I am sheltering within my body twin cancers. They are intertwined with one another and within me, and by now are an integral part of my bones and my blood. These twins can neither be aborted nor abandoned. They can only be temporarily weakened. The task of my caregivers is to search out and deploy an ever-shifting balance between cancer's conquest and the various debilitating side effects of the drugs. There is no winner here, just expanding the time left. Acceptance of their presence in my body, in my life, has come slowly and with great effort, but it has come, and now I accept the truth of being a person with cancer. And now I am trying to live into some sort of relationship with them. I have a strong desire to find a way to live with them, to do so in a way which is kind and accepting. How does one live acceptance? Over these past 3 months of practice and rehearsing, it turns out that singing about love and death has helped me enormously. As I've said, our last performance was on Mother's Day, and as the lyrics to They Are Mother suggest, there is a common experience of maternal care and concern, regardless of gender, age, or experience. This perhaps universal inclination has been growing within me, or perhaps I'm only now learning to identify and allow it. I find myself seeking a way to offer this kind of creative caring to myself, my body, and since we are indivisible, these two uninvited cancers. I use the word caring because the cancers are inextricably linked within my bone marrow and blood. They live within my body, and I cannot care for my body without in some way caring for them. Or, said another way, I cannot wage war against the cancer and not do the same to my body. All the drugs and chemicals I take remind me of this fact daily. Tomboy's gone. What a relief. Okay, where was I? Lately, in my meditations and reflections, it has occurred to me that I am fostering these unexpected and unwanted presences who have come to live with me, to live within me. And what do I mean by fostering? Well, as we like to do, I looked up the word foster. To foster, to bring up a child that is not one's own by birth. Synonyms: to rear, raise, bring up, look after, nurture, parent, support, mother. Fostering someone else's child is a very common experience among women. Many women well past childbearing age themselves have become parents again, fostering their children's children. It is very common, and in some communities and cultures, almost assumed, or at least strongly considered, that when a young woman gives birth to a child they cannot raise, that their mother will take care of the child. The grandmother takes over the nurturing and care in the hopes, perhaps, that one day the child's mother will take up the responsibility. And often this lot falls to the maternal or sometimes the paternal grandmother, or perhaps an aunt or a grandaunt, but someone in the family who shares common blood, some kinship or moral responsibility for the care and nurturing of this child. Likely we all know someone who took up fostering in this kind of situation or was fostered. It is usually a woman, but not always. Sometimes a man will take care of the fostering tasks. But it is most often a close relative of a previous generation and often occurs when the fosterers themselves have diminished health and energy. Often this decision to foster is not chosen freely, but rather as an obligation, a duty or responsibility to the child's mother, and to the family ties that connect them. Parenting and fostering are skills learned throughout a lifetime. To do it well, it would help to have had some experience in parenting when one takes on the fostering role, but it is by no means a requirement. How would one go about fostering a cancer or twin cancers living inside one's body? As I see it now, there are two aspects of fostering. One is taking responsibility for a being that is not one's own by birth, a being not conceived or gestated, not labored over, not chosen, but an acknowledgement and acceptance of the bond, the blood ties that link the two. The second aspect of fostering, the more challenging one, involves active caring for, bringing up, looking after, supporting, raising, nurturing. The whole premise of fostering is to take on the care of a being for whom one had no active role in creating. As you probably know, I often listen for the aspirational view that meditators sometimes fall into. We like things to be a certain way. We like some kind of rising above, a sort of transcendence. I hear it in myself too, but usually not in the moment it arises. It usually happens after I've given a talk, and I hear within it this aspirational quality. And sometimes I will have to give a part two talk once I have recognized that I have perhaps sugar-coated my response to an experience that I've had. So this time, recognizing that there may be some aspirational quality to wanting to foster my cancers, I am pleased that I have noted that aspiration. I hear that hopeful note of wanting to foster them. It sounds good to me. I'd like to be able to do it. But I have to say, I don't know how or even if it is possible. As I was writing this talk, I felt strongly that I wanted to learn how, and the challenge excited me, got me going. What a great way of reframing my relationship to my twin cancers, I thought. But realistically, I don't know beans about it. So I'm going to have to sit with this one for a long time and let it percolate within me. To be willing to let it be an idea, an aspiration, and to let it go at that, for now, anyway. Thank you for your attention. May the goodness that arises from our practice and from this act of sharing be a benefit to all beings everywhere.